Do you want to learn how to remove some carpet pad, but we're afraid to ask? Ask no more. Watch this video. If you haven't seen this yet, you haven't seen me remove the carpet or talk about this sauna. They have a little sauna in this bedroom. Isn't that kind of cool? It's only about 6 by 6. And that sucker works really good. You just plug it into the wall. They had to bring a circuit over here from the electrical panel, just a standard, I think it was a 20 amp breaker. And so I'm leaving this up because this sure is going to feel good tonight after removing this carpet pad, the tack strip, sweeping up and all that. Before I get ready to start prepping the floor, I'm going to leave this up for a couple more nights. And so I'm still getting ready to remove this carpet pad, and because I have to cut this out this way now, of course I have to use my sharp sheetrock knife, and I have to cut this carpet pad. The only time you have to cut carpet pad is if you're cutting around something or whatever. The rest of it should be able to pull up. So this stuff, you have to kind of score it a few times, and it kind of rips up. That's why I like to get the initial cut next to the masking tape, you see, because it just takes a little bit, and if you start pulling it, see, it'll just start ripping wherever. Then you've got to roll it. It's hard to roll up. So see, I'm just going to peel it back as I go, and that'll help me cut it. Kind of. Just score it, score it, score it, score it. Keep your hand out of the way. You don't want to cut your finger. Top of your hand or whatever, fingertips. Pull this up here so you don't get too close to the wall. Okay. Now I've got to cut this next row right up against there. Let's see how I'm going to do that so you can see this. Strategically set this up, I guess. Now I'm just going to cut this out of here. I always like to use a little garden mat, whatever I'm doing, even over the carpet pad, looks like. Okay, there we go. Now I've got that. Now I can go back and loosen this up. Let's just keep the camera rolling, shall we? Just keep the camera rolling for you. Move this light back a little bit so you don't have to see that. Now I just want to make sure it comes off of here. Now if you have tiles underneath here that are loose, let's say, you want to make sure to kind of hang on to them. You don't want to pull those up if you can help it. Okay? And they're all stuck down pretty well, it looks like. And so I'm just going to keep peeling this back, getting it loose. Now I can pull this back to here and roll from there, can I? Yes, like that. Start off right there with my roll. Yeah, that's what I like. Now I can just roll it up in one piece again. Still want to get it kind of as straight as I can. Oh, now look at that. This tile came loose. We're going to have to take a quick look at that later. Okay. I'm going to situate this and flip it back around this way. That. That way it doesn't roll back on itself. I can just slide out from under the door that way, and now I can swivel it around this direction, okay, and roll it up. It doesn't matter if you got stuff on it. Just kind of move it over. You don't have to take that off because then you've got to sweep that up off the floor. Extra stuff. That could be lots of really gritty from your carpet, depending how worn your carpet is. you want to tip this over if you don't have to, okay? Just roll it up inside this pad. We're going to throw this pad away, or you can call someplace, and sometimes you can find a place that recycles carpet pad and your old carpet. Did you know that? So if you want to go the extra mile, check it out, and maybe your neighborhood has that available to you. Now I'm just getting ready to take this carpet pad out, but as for the carpet, can you recycle carpet? Yes. There are certain areas, you can go and Google it on your internet, see if there's any place close to you that recycles the old carpet. If you feel guilty about throwing it into the dump or something like that, maybe also try to sell it to someone. This carpet pad is actually still in pretty good shape, and if somebody in a pinch needed it and they couldn't afford brand new carpet pad, they probably could use this too. So you could advertise that on Craigslist, you know, for a nominal fee or maybe even free. So there's a few thoughts for you on your carpet and pad.